Okay, y'all, this might ruffle some feathers, but I need y'all to hear me out. If your website is currently not converting for you and you are not getting the clients that you need to get, it's probably not because you need more on your website. It's probably because you need less. Okay? So, with that being said, today I'm breaking down 8 things that you absolutely do not need on your website that I would guarantee you most of y'all probably have on your website right now. So, let's get into it. But before we jump into all the juicy stuff, let me go ahead and explain to you why you should probably listen to me. I was in radio and television for over 10 years, and I've done countless web design projects, digital media, marketing, voiceover work for countless celebrities, iHeartMedia, Clear Channel, big corporations, small corporations, small businesses, public figures, all the things you can think of. So if you are interested in boosting your sales on your website, just listen, okay? Hear me out. Like I said, hear me out, okay? Also, if you're new here and you like no fluff tips and just tricks and things to make you grow in business or as a creator, go ahead and subscribe now so you don't miss out. I promise you don't want to miss the next one. It only gets better from here, okay? So let's jump into it. Okay, the first thing you absolutely do not need on your website is a welcome to my page banner or like just a big picture that's like with nothing on it and you have to scroll down to get to like the rest of the actual website. You know what I mean? Like once you get on the website, whatever your problem you're trying to solve for the person, you should emphasize that on that section. Like, what is the point of me being here? You know what I mean? We don't need to know welcome to your page. We know that we're here. We clicked on it. Get to the point of what your goal is to help them with so that they can continue to scroll and figure out where they need to go in order to get whatever it is that they need. So no huge pic, no blank space. Some people can have like a whole blank space. You have to scroll to get to the website to even see anything. It's like by that time you've lost my attention. I'm over it. Like get to the point. The second thing you absolutely do not need on your website is the chat feature. You guys, unless you're going to actually check it. Some people will put it on there and never look at it again. Like the only time you looked at it is when it was added to your website, and that's it. If you're going to go back and respond to people or actively check it while they're on the website and be very proactive about that feature, then that's fine. But I know a lot of small businesses that do not check it. They don't want to respond to people. So it's like, why did you add it? Like, you're wasting people's time. People are messaging you on your website trying to potentially become a client, and instead of you responding or even sending a follow-up email, you just ignore them. They're talking to themselves. At that point, they moved on to somebody else who does exactly what you do, but they respond. Okay, don't lose clients through the chat feature. The third thing you absolutely do not need on your website is a subscribe to my newsletter like section. Nobody does that, you guys, unless you're giving away something free of value to your clients that they can get in exchange for giving you their email. There's no reason for that, in my opinion. Like, I've never done it unless there's something I can get as far as like a PDF or, you know what I mean, some type of information. Then I'll give you my email. That's fine. But you just want it for free? Like, no. You give me something for free, I'll give you something for free. So I highly recommend taking that off your website because it's a waste of space. I think people are over giving away their email just randomly. We're tired of spam emails, just like we're tired of spam calls. Like, you really have to have something of value attached to that subscription section that automatically sends to them once they submit their email. If they have no reason to gain from giving you their email, to me it's just pointless. So remove that section. Unpopular opinion, but trust me. Okay, y'all are probably gonna chew me up for this one, but the fourth thing you absolutely do not need on your website is all your social media links. Now, hear me out, okay? I really feel like people just throw every single like platform they've ever had on there. We don't need your MySpace. We don't need your Tumblr. We don't need your inactive Facebook page connected. Like, while I understand that you want people to know that you are on these platforms, all it shows them when they go to the platform and you haven't posted in a year, 2 years, 3 years, like all it's showing is that you're inactive. And in my opinion, first impression is everything. When you are trying to build an audience or gain a good reputation with people, all they're going to see is that you're inactive. And you're only active, when you want to be on certain platforms. So, in my opinion, I would recommend only putting the social media links that you are active on your website. Also, placement is very important. People like to put their social media links at the top of their menu bar, like the very, very top of their page. That is highly not recommended. You guys don't do that because the goal initially is to get people to your page. You're using social media in most cases to get people to your website. The quickest way to get them off is to put the social media links at the top of that banner. The goal is to keep them on the website for a minute. If anything, I would recommend putting it at the bottom in the footer of your website, and also on the contact page if you have one. But top of the header or top of the page in the menu or header section, don't do that. Don't play yourself. You worked hard to get them there. Okay, so get the sale. Okay, the fifth thing you absolutely do not need on your website is a complicated homepage or a sales funnel. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. A user-friendly experience will change the game for your business. If you have a DIY website that you said, okay, I want to make thousands of dollars, but I don't want to pay for a website. I don't. Even if I have the money, I don't want to pay. I want to do it myself. Okay? So you create a DIY website with all the things you do not know. And you put it together, and it is a terrible experience for the user. They're off your website. I cannot express to you guys how many times I've tried in the past week. You guys, I was supposed to go to a groomer, and they set up a website that was absolutely terrible. And it's like you have to log in, you have to scroll. Like when you get to the homepage, it's not even anything there. You have to scroll and try to figure out what's going on. You can tell that person is probably using a free platform. And while I understand, times are hard. Okay, I get it. And DIYing is fine, but you need to know how to set up the basics so that you're not giving your client a bad experience. I still have not booked with this lady because I have to download an app. I have to log in. It's just it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot. And I cannot explain to you guys how many people this month, even hairstylists, things like that. If your website is giving a bad experience, it's not giving that you care too much about your clients, in my opinion. That's a first impression. It's bad enough if you don't have a website, but if you have a website that is not functioning properly and giving me a headache when I'm on there and I got to scroll and find all this stuff, you got a whole bunch of words because you just want to talk so doggone much instead of getting your users to the point that, in my opinion, it's gonna make you lose sales every single time. You don't need 12 steps and 3 emails and all these call to actions to get people to the point. Think Temu, okay? Think Temu. You guys, it took me so long to finally decide to shop on Temu because it's a million things. And when you get there, y'all know the spinning wheel pops up and it's like, spin this so you can win this. That is so overstimulating. Please do not give your customers or potential customers a bad experience because I'm telling you, I will go find somebody else real quick. I'm looking for a groomer right now. Another one. So I say that to say one simple call to action is better than confusion. You guys, keep it simple. Don't send your clients or potential clients through all these loopholes just to end up clicking off your website because it's just too much to deal with. We're all overstimulated. We're all stressed out. Get to the point, okay? You're not Beyonce. Even Beyonce does not give a million steps to get to her stuff. You guys, it's the product, the description, purchase button. You gonna pay through Apple Pay or you gonna give me your debit card number. Keep it very, very simple. You know what I mean? If you want to gain more clients, that is the best route to go. If you're still here and you're enjoying these tips, go ahead and subscribe now. I promise you guys, I'm giving y'all tips every single week, okay? Nonstop. Real and raw. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, okay? So go ahead and subscribe and let's jump into number 6. All right, the 6th thing you absolutely do not need on your website is stock photos that are not you, okay? And I don't mean this for healthcare businesses or community-based businesses. That's completely different, okay? For people who are service providers or people for example, makeup artists or caterers or estheticians, hairstylists, things of that nature, you guys are the service provider. If you are doing these services for people, you should have your pictures on the website. Your stuff should be on the website. We should be able to see your work. You should be using your website as a portfolio of your work. There's no reason why you should have stock photos on your website if you are a service provider or in just certain industries. It just does not make sense. A perfect example of this is I recently saw a caterer on, she has a website, and I was on her website, black woman, okay, dark-skinned black woman, similar to this, all right, and she had a website with a white hand cooking and she's the only, she's a single, she doesn't have a business of caterers, she is the caterer. It's not plural, it's one. So you see a white hand cooking on her about page, and it's like, my black queen, my dark-skinned black queen, that's not your hand. And this is not to bring in race. I'm just giving you guys an example of how crazy that looks is when you are, your name and face is the face of your brand, but you have a white hand on your about page. who is this about? Who am I working with? Like, do you understand how that sounds? So I really encourage you guys to put your business out there, put your content out there, and take good pictures. Make sure you're taking good pictures. Don't put any, no offense, but Android pictures, give them to somebody else. Go get somebody's iPhone. If you have an Android, go get somebody's iPhone and take some good pictures, or, you know, professional camera, whatever you have. But make clear pictures of your work and put them on your website. Stop with the weird stock photos, unless it relates to your industry. Like I said, healthcare, community-based stuff, that is totally different because it's community, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. The seventh thing you absolutely do not need on your website is long menu phrases. And this might seem really small, you guys, but it's one, it's annoying, and two, it takes up too much space. You guys, instead of home, about, contact, menu or services, whatever it is, you have all about the biz. Just all these different phrases. Eats and feats menu. It's just like, oh my God, like, stop trying to be different. I think a lot of times people try to be different in ways that you don't need to be different. Just keep it simple. People enjoy authentic, organic, simple experiences. And I think some people just try so hard to think out the box, and it's just like, eats and feats menu, like what? Like I just don't understand. Keep it simple, you guys. Don't do all the extra stuff. It's taking up too much space. It's too confusing. Simple sales. What did my mentor say? I'm trying to say it again. My mentor said, simple scales, fancy fails. I'm gonna get that one day. Okay, last but not least, the eighth thing that you absolutely do not need on your website is a blog. You guys, I am so tired of going to websites with outdated blogs. I am on a website in 2026 and you haven't posted a blog post since 2024. Like, what are we doing? There's no reason. To me, it just shows that you're inconsistent. It shows me that you start things and you stop them. That's what it tells me as a business, you know, owner or a customer. It just makes me, I don't want to say it makes me lose a little trust. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like, why are you inconsistent in that area? I don't know. It's just weird to me. I highly don't recommend it. If you feel like you need a blog for whatever reason, then remove the dates on it at least, so we don't know that you're inconsistent and that you don't finish the things that you say you're going to finish. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Also, another way is to work smarter, not harder. There are platforms, you guys, now where people literally blog in communities. Like, you can go to an app like Substack or a website like Substack and build a blog there, build community, and push them to your website. You know, work smarter, not harder. That's all I'm saying. I don't see the point of a blog. A lot of times I feel like it hinders business because, I don't know, a blog that's outdated will turn me off real quick. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are just stuck on blogs for whatever reason. I feel like it's very early 2000s coded, where everybody had a blog on their website. But I feel like we also had the time back then to update it. If you don't have time to update a blog, why do you have it? Delete it, okay? Or remove the dates. And if you do have a blog, or if you're not gonna listen to anything I say, you're gonna keep the blog, then at least do evergreen content, which is content that's relatable at any season, any day, any year. So then that way it's just not, I don't know. So then that way it's not so obvious that you haven't been consistent, because, like, imagine your last post is when Kim Kardashian and Ray J broke up. I mean, it's an example. You know what I mean? We know that wasn't recent. So it's like, girl, you posted, the last time you posted was back in 2020, whatever year that was. So evergreen content for the win if you just need a blog for whatever reason, and remove the dates. But essentially, just remove the whole thing and work smarter, not harder, like I mentioned. Go to the other app and then push people there that way. All right, you guys, I hope those helped. If it did, go ahead and comment down below and let me know, what tips did you enjoy in this video? Also, what features are you currently using on your website that I mentioned? And be honest, I'm not going to judge. I'm just curious to know, and make sure that I'm, right in the right headspace when it comes to these website designs currently and things like that. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you feel like this video saved you time and money, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be sharing web design information, marketing information, even might get into some voiceover stuff if you guys are interested in that. But comment down below and I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, or else you won't see me. Okay? Bye.